don't love it. They 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 don't love it. I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized that this whole game is takeable if I want it. And I do, yes, I want it. I don't care how you feel about it. I do what I want to. I used to look up to the people that I'm moving in front of. It's not that crazy anymore. My city used to come up. Bryce and Jack G. James.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Washington Commanders. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
This defense for the Commanders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down and 7. Moore, the motion man right. They run it again with Chubb. Fighting through. 7 yards there and a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. It's quite a unit, number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
Throwing again on second and 10. Watson to the right side, and he's got more complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Moore, the motion man. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders. Right at the 30. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. From the 31, here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Howell. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Was trying to find Jahan Dotson, and now it's 3rd down. If you look at this Browns defense, they come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know, they spent all week in practice and meetings talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And got his man complete. Down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper with career touchdown number 70. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Powerful running. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
And
we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Boy, you go 3 and out on your first drive, and that's not the way you want to start this drive either. Doesn't seem like they're really into it just yet.
No, first 4 plays, you don't want to call it a disaster, but not looking very... And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Martin Emerson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the
Out of the gun, it's Howell. That one downfield for Dotson. He's got it at the 15. Big yardage that time for Washington. And even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Howell will throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Howell going to audible to something else.
19 tight. 19 tight. 60 bucks. Go.
2nd and 6. Flushed out right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Howell out of the shotgun. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Patterson's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to find that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And the man open here is Strong. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
A run with Chubb on first down, not going to be a good one. He won't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
To throw is Watson. Gets it to Strong.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Washington on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Going with Strong on the counter. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a nice kick there as they're able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Second down, Howell now. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be out right at the 35. A gain of 14, first down Commanders.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball. But I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 39 yards there, a big one.
Okay, ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Faking the handoff, Howell. And it'll be intercepted. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
23 yards, the final tally. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Quan Martin there on the tackle.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And again, it's Chubb. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Moore, the man in motion. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 46 yard.
Again, this is Chubb. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They'll try the air now with Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a 1st, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll go play action. Howell. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Big loss on the play. Brings up second down.
Now they go play action with Howell. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 30-yard line. Back to throw, Howell. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second and 1 now from the 21. Off play action. It's Howell. Oh, and that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Another throw for Howell. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have the Commanders first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Here's Howell. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now Howell. 26-yard line. Zadarius Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Now he'll look to throw it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Howell changing the play here.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
He'll try again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie. The first touchdown of his career. And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Yeah, he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Browns drive about to get started. On 1st and 10, Watson escaping the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Handoff comes to Chubb, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Watson. Here's a screen play. This is strong. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And now they're in the hurry-up. Watson off play action. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Just 21 yards on the punt there. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Howell from the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle they go. Daly. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. Back now here on EA Sports. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Powell. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Throw right side complete to Dotson. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders have taken a 4th quarter lead. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Here's Pierre Strong to return it from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent 1st half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On 2nd down, the run was strong. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run out of the gun here with Strong. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackmon. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Daly, and that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Tressway now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Moore, the motion man right. Now Chubb running right. Break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. 103 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's going to be caught for Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try and grab that lead back. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. A huge play there for Washington. 41 yards. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down.
Daly, if you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Here comes 2nd down and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Daly, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Here's Howell.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you could punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Strong.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Watson. Completes to Njoku.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Watson to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Watson.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they're able to spike it with time remaining. And now in field goal range here with a chance to get this one to OT.
Here comes 2nd down. Now Watson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field goal.
I agree totally. When you look at the time left on the clock, that's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that's going to tie the ball game at 27 all. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles, because my palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the third drive of overtime. And as we know from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing here, Howell. Here's a diving catch right side. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term, momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a handoff up the middle. Daly flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Howell down to throw it. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Gigantic play by this defense, Charles. So they came back in the 4th quarter, took the momentum into overtime, and now they take the football.
And how do you think the team that just threw the pick feels right now? They surrendered the lead, got to overtime, had a chance to redeem themselves, and now they put the game in jeopardy with another pick. And guess what? Their defense has to hold.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down. Now Watson, his first throw of OT. Over
overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. And trouble trying the middle here. Down the left sideline. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. So it's a win here for the Cleveland Browns. And it's thanks in large part to the play of their quarterback, Charles. And that's one Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, some of these DBs are going to be tossing and turning tonight, partner. He really had their number. Wound up with well over 300 yards passing and 2 touchdowns to boot.
So for the Browns, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, they will fall to 1-1. And